I don't know. I mean,
Unless we wait for sheep too.
no. If he said he's going to be severely late, I don't think. Yeah, we shouldn't wait for sheep.
No. Oh goodness.
Oh, let's see here.
I will say I will be stealing off into the sunset in 5 hours.
Oh, the sunset, you say?
Because the sun will actually be up still in 5 hours.
Oh. You mean literally? Good.
Yes, I'll be heading west to make my fortune as a gold prospector.
Finally, someone has to.
Oh man, I haven't even gone to America yet. I'm so far behind in my finding the fortune.
That's right, I've got like 157 out of 220 possible score thus far, and I want to keep going.
Grimith was generations before you, Malachi. His old great-grandfather, Obadiah Grimith.
Obadiah Grimith.
Yes.
Went to.
That is an interesting name for sure.
It's like,
are you saying that Obadiah Grimith never existed? Are you denying your heritage?
I've never heard of Grimith as a last name, and I've never heard of Obadiah as a first name. So.
What? Those were different times,
How do I spell Obadiah? Is there like a Swedish character involved here that I need to know?
No. It's
Phlegm.
there's no one on Google who had the name exactly Obadiah Grimith.
No, but there
Obadiah
was one
Grimith.
called
Exactly
Obadiah Peter.
Well, yeah, it's a real name.
I didn't know.
Someone from Yorkshire, apparently.
I thought it was just something
Yorkshire,
weird.
please.
Jonas
Yeah.
made up.
Chairman Obadiah Nussey.
Oh boy, Obadiah Nessie.
Of the New Hampshire Obadiah.
Yeah. Oh, it's very prestigious. Yeah. Oh, good lord. Yeah, Grimith's first name is actually Francis. Francis Obadiah Grimith III.
How did you kids enjoy your live broadcasting yesterday?
It was fun.
It didn't withdraw anything from my experience, so why the hell not?
Nor from mine. I think it was fun to have a chat to read.
Sheep said it was a bit of work for him, but I mean, I don't.
Of course.
What work did he have to do?
Just set up and manage all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
And be
that's
careful
up
not
him.
to show anything that shouldn't be shown on the
That's the
stream,
password.
like I did.
Exactly. Like, if you want to know what kind of work's involved, you should set up and manage a live broadcast of your own, Dina.
I have considered that. Now,
I
my
can't-
internet would be worth
I
it for
can't
it.
do that.
I just
Right.
don't know what I would be doing.
That's right, you can
with
show
the
us
podcast.
grilling, Manikai, yes.
Okay,
Oh
yeah,
my!
I've
I'd like
suggested
take up a laptop and put it out there.
Manikai
Phil-
Grill.
Phil-
Or just get like a long USB cord with like a webcam,
Yeah.
like a 1080p webcam. Just like
Yeah.
show high definition
Let's
grilling.
just place it to focus on the grill.
Uh-huh.
Like I usually do slow grilling, so it's like
There you go.
looking at this grill just standing there for like 6 hours.
Let's
You-
play
you-
grilling.
Or you could just like edit out like that footage, like this is
Yeah.
how it looks, and then 6 hours later, and obviously the sun moving, in the sky would indicate that time passing.
Like some song about years passing and days.
Yeah, yes, song, and then you should have you should strike an anvil behind the webcam for added effect.
Like you see winters change and summer and winter again.
Whoa, you said slow grilling. I didn't know this was a
That is-
And
seasonal
now
thing.
it's done.
I have grilled a whole
2
herd of
degrees for
rhinoceros.
3 years. Resulted in somewhat moldy and frozen food.
You just like show it with a full-grown beard now. You have no idea how long this video is.
Stay a
This
while.
upload time will take forever. I'm got like 7 hard drives now. For this damn thing. 1080p my ass. 60 frames per second.
Can't believe my computer didn't crash. Jesus.
That was lucky. Oh.
The worst part is that YouTube still doesn't, accept uploading in 60 FPS, and all those frames are wasted.
Sit here. No, but how else would you enjoy the high frame per second grilling of
You know,
slowly sort of...
yeah. I want to see the juices ooze out.
Yeah.
I think after 3 years, there wouldn't be any juices left.
It depends on what you grill. There's like meteor rock I'm grilling. It's gonna be pretty great when it's done. Star grilling with Malachi.
Now I just began
Because
thinking of that creepy guy
I
we
put
found in
like
the
a
church.
piglet. I put a piglet and a ton of food in there. Then I wait like a couple of years and then I start the grill.
Oh, Malachi, stop it!
What? Oh, fine.
It's gonna. This is like some Hans and Gretel thing going on.
Oh, that. I don't think that would be a very popular channel.
No, you don't think real life Hans and Gretel?
Grill
Yes,
the pets.
I'm feeding this
I
pig.
bought this baby pig. In 2 years, we'll grill it.
Oh, I was thinking more along the lines of children, but I guess you
Oh,
could go
my.
that line.
You know,
No.
pigs could like. I mean, if you.
Like you can give it a name and like pet it and everything, and then
Yeah.
people get to see it being grilled. And
Yeah.
for some reason, I think I
Hey,
get
guys,
many
guys,
views, but
guys, stop.
fine.
A friend of mine had pigs, and I came to visit one day when it was slaughter time. That was fun. Because it was pig blood and intestines everywhere.
I'm going to say, didn't you call beforehand?
Yeah, I did, but he didn't say anything about it.
Like, could you help me move?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you can come over, it's fine.
Yeah.
And when I come, it's like his whole like driveway is just slick with pig blood.
He says, well, I did say you could come over.
I mean, yeah, I didn't say
Physically,
idea.
it's possible.
Physically, it was all. Yeah, so pig blood and then like a huge pile of pig intestines, and on top of it, a pig head leering at me.
Oh,
when I
you'd
came
like
into
put it
driveway.
on a spear,
Yeah, basically.
like build a shrine to the god of gore.
A lot of flies.
Just that, it's such a good sign for the neighbors. I
It didn't-
wear
it
shirt
didn't
like
really
I
have
play
any
D&D
neighbors.
and
It was
build
more like
piles
a-
of entrails.
It was like a farm environment, so to speak.
Yeah, but the grilled pig, like, shrine on the driveway.
So,
No.
shall we start?
Yes, we can do
please.
Before Grimith needs to head west to find his fortune.
that. Yeah.
Before I lose my mind.
You know, you're welcome down
Watch Manakai's
into the maelstrom. Oh boy! So what happened last time? Yes. Does anyone feel up to a recap?
Shouldn't be that much of a problem, right?
It shouldn't be. It was like 3 weeks ago, but we have good memories.
Yeah, I believe we started by traveling down to walk the path of walking madness. Yeah.
Yes.
We all thought it was a horrible idea, but that didn't really matter. And we walked down there, we met a caravan, and promptly killed every single person in it.
Sure did.
Because why not? They had stuff and he wanted that stuff.
Except for the man whore.
Oh yeah, not him, Grimith. Well, Brennan did acquire
Oh,
that.
sorry, just whore.
And then we went back with some of those things to Vothis, got a few BP out of it, and all the money, and then we decided to continue walking the path of walking madness. And as we did, weird things began happening to our slaves. We killed them all as well. We're not taking any of that. Then we walked a little further. A few more things happened, and then Villanid suddenly had an idea. Oh, I think I know what this is, and he probably explained it, but no one really understood. We came up with a plan to stop it, and it came to eat Villanid's brain, or take it over, or whatever. And we then stun-locked it and killed it before it got to flee. Having done that, we continued traveling Path of Walking Madness, got to the Lake of Salt, or was that before? Maybe that was before, who cares? We got to Lake of Salt, and was promptly greeted by boiling salt waters, which we had not expected. There was a nice stone boat made by Dwagar, presumably. So that probably means there's something out there, but we decided that we did not want to sail on a boat of stone into a lake of boiling salt. That did not sound like something we would want to do. Not a good time. So then we continued on, instead, walking more of the Path of Walking Madness, now thinking that we had killed whatever was the Walking Madness. So, now it's just a path of nothing.
Path of walking.
Yeah.
Little did we know.
That, as we continued, Zen suddenly felt an urge to drop his trousers and dance. He didn't do this, however, and we continued on until we found gold on the ground. Zombies were sent to retrieve it. They fell in mud, and some little fey thing thought that was hilarious. Probably continued to do it until it showed itself. Then we offered it copious amounts of alcohol, and now it is our friend and guide.
Little Puka.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's where we actually stopped after getting it obscenely drunk and then resting.
Sure did.
Yes.
Good times.
Hopefully they don't get hungover.
No, it doesn't really seem like that. He's definitely seems like he gets a little bit drunk, but you don't really see any effects of hangover. Maybe the fey magic that fuels his being sort of protects him from that.
Stupid Puka physiology.
He's not a mean drunk, is he?
No, he's quite happy.
You want to fight?
That'd be great. He tries to like beat something, like hits the zombie.
Yeah.
Punch it with his tiny.
Oh yeah. It definitely flies around and pokes at the zombies and laughs copiously at them.
Elinari just kind of wants to tell him to bite his head off, but that would just be for her amusement. The older back. He's a very self-controlling person.
Yeah. Well, the Tassius, once he has calmed down a bit, and he sets down to maybe rest. He seems to snuggle up against Sakari for some reason.
What?
Elinari looks forward to if Tristan would fall asleep, so he would fall on the ground, but it doesn't even happen anymore.
Eloria sits awake, looking, smiling at this, waiting. Soon.
As Tristan and Rain play cards.
It just looks. Oh, that's disturbing. Let's get away from here.
Tessia sort of, lies on Sakari's back, lazily looking at the card game.
Sakari, you can
giggling
do it.
to himself.
So I have the 2 of Alinari.
Oh, the bitch card, eh? Oh no, nothing.
We're just playing cards.
Rest night passes without any incidents.
Yay.
As far as you know, at least.
Aww.
Oh, heals in up with a rest.
Wanna play Yahtzee?
What?
Well, we don't have any cards. Oh, well done,
I think
Sin.
that's a bingo.
Wonderful.
Bingo! Like someone looking and says, "These are the strangest drow I've ever seen." I don't understand. Well, next morning, I would assume you continue on your path.
Maybe.
Well,
Yes, of course we do.
Now that
All
we
right.
have the
Well-
legendary guide, the
Yeah,
one
the-
and only mighty Tassius fooled the fire
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Nobody calls him that.
of the Yorkshire fooled the fires.
yes,
Maybe we should try and
prestigious,
throw him into the fire
friends,
and
the
see
old Obadiah Grimith family.
if it dies.
Just such a good colonial name. Anyway, you don't agree, Grimith? It's a good colonial name.
I have my doubts.
It's perfect.
You go out there and find me an Obadiah. I'm sure they're around.
You be the one who has to prove this shit, not me.
I'll find your like phone book for South Carolina, and I'll find an Obadiah for you. Alright. You travel along the tunnels.
Yes.
Tassius, if no one really engages him in talking, he just flutters about and giggles to himself and pokes at the zombies, and from time to time he sort of says things about the caves as you pass through, basically like, "Oh yes, I lived in these caves for 100 years. Did I tell you?"
Elinari will ask in, and if he's been here in 100 years, he probably knows a lot about what's been going on in these caves.
"Oh yes, an expert I am." He smiles his like crooked bucktooth smile towards her. Ask, fair lady, and Theseus shall inform you.
Well, she'll ask if a lot of travelers come these ways, and when they do, who are they?
Oh, interesting. He sort of thinks, well, not too many come this way. It is of somewhat, dangerous. The walking madness and all that sort of kept people away. I have seen many caravans and other parties being ripped asunder by that thing. Ugh, he sort of shivers. Those who braved the caverns usually fell prey to it, I gotta say. And he sort of motions towards the way you're going. And, to be fair, where this ends up, or opens up, rather, is in the, it's kind of dangerous, you know.
Yes, what's kind of danger?
Well, there is a lot of boiling mud and geysers and things. That's to that way, he points vaguely south, you think. On the other way, though, you have this quite wondrous forest, a jungle, in fact, yes. Although, he sort of looks a little perplexed, it is filled with strange beings, I gotta say.
I will ask if any of those can speak and actually sort of talk to people if they're just...
I have tried to talk to some of them. They're not much for conversation, I gotta say. He didn't like when I stole its food. No, he did not. Sort of shakes his little head. And since I almost died, I thought it best to stay away from that place. The blue ghost, you see, he's a bit of a temper.
Does the blue ghost talk?
Not normally, no. He just likes to rip things apart.
What does he look like?
See, that's a little bit of the problem, because you don't really see him that much. Being a ghost and all, he's invisible.
Elinary frowns. She does not like the thought of invisible ghosts. Probably the last thing she would want to meet ever. Especially blue invisible ghosts.
I do know it's kind of big, though. I've seen its tracks.
It leaves tracks?
Oh, yes. It's very hard to follow. It stalks through the jungle quite adept, I gotta say. Only my sharp fey eyes can spot it.
Jonas, are ghosts typically invisible, and do they leave tracks?
Well, from what Rilnid would know, is that no, ghosts most certainly don't usually leave tracks. They can interact with things by enforcing their will and such, but normally they do not leave any physical tracks. They float.
Ghost touch.
They're usually translucent. They can turn invisible. Depending usually on the circumstances of the ghost's death. There is, to Rilnid's mind, not really something like a standard ghost, but most ghosts are. They retain a decent amount of their sort of personality, and so they're almost done. Yeah.
Right, but usually those conditions don't involve the ghost touch footprints.
No. No. Rilnid has, to his mind, not heard of a footprint ghost.
Well, if it is the Underdark, I guess it could exist.
Elinary will ask if it can fly.
Theseus seems to think, no, I haven't seen it fly. But then again, I have rarely seen it. I stay away, as I said. Its temper is a bit much.
You said something about a wizard, a human wizard.
Oh, yes.
Where did he live?
Well, he lived. Where was it now? Well, when we exit these tunnels, if we follow the cavern walls to the south, that should bring us to the old wizard's hideout.
Oh, there he nods. It's very good.
He was called Abrissarius.
If you go through the jungle, there is a hole up there that goes to the surface. Have you ever been there?
He shakes his head. No. The jungle is quite dangerous to traverse. I have been in it a bit, but between the blue ghost and the other, huge beasts that roam the place, I decided I best make my home in this tunnel here.
Have you seen many people from the surface pass through the tunnels?
He seems to think. No, I did see something. That was long ago, though. Sort of seems to think. What was it? Sort of seems to think. Looking at you. Actually, I think they looked kind of like you. But, but you know, without all the grey and black skin. Huh?
How long ago was this?
Seems to think. I can't really remember. I haven't really left these tunnels for a while.
They sort of nod slowly. I see. Was it before or after they were filled with dwarves?
He thinks. I have definitely seen them after that, I think. It was kind of long ago.
Oh, there he nods. Did you know what they were down here for?
Jake said, "No, I didn't really. I didn't really ask. I just saw them from a distance."
He nods and looks at the others. So it seems that our distant, well, it seems that some people come down here from the surface. I don't think we have anything to worry about, though. If this for jungle and the land of fire and mud, and if nothing else, the reputation of the walking madness, that should keep any people away. So I continue to travel.
Yeah, Rae'nkalar will put the brakes off now. Alright. That's good.
To travel. She got a bit of a curiosity saved.
Alright.
She will, though, move closer to Rillinit and ask where he would think we should go. If we should go towards the jungle and the realm of the Blue Ghost, or if we should go towards this wizard's old lair. What he thinks of it.
Rae'nkalar would say that he is definitely far more interested in the realm of the elementalists, especially if, since given what that wizard's power might have been, perhaps it has some sort of connection to the current instability of this realm.
Elinari will certainly agree, and say that was just what she had thought as well. Perhaps, as with the submarine, Rillinit could find some way, or Rain could find some way of utilizing whatever this wizard has done to make it so unstable. Gaining control of such a contraption would certainly be quite the boon.
Perhaps, but it is probably less engineering-based and more magic-based.
She waves her hand. Engineering, magic, it's all the same. To her anyway.
You know, any sufficiently advanced technology will be indistinguishable from magic.
No, I mean it's male magic.
That's right. Rae'nkalar contemplates how Elinari would handle gnome wizards.
All right. Yes. At the second day out of traveling since meeting Tassius, you round yet another winding grey stone passage, expecting nothing more, but more of the same ahead. But you are surprised instead to see something entirely different. Ahead there is light, not a bright light, but a faint misty twilight spreading throughout rising steam and fog. Further ahead, you can see what what only can be the center of the earth wound. As far as you can see, the great rift stretches out before you. If you had not seen the fungal jungle in the Upper Asathir, then this would easily be the largest cavern you have ever seen. Its ceiling rises more than 300 feet above you. The farthest walls of this massive rift are too far away for you to even see. Nearby are great lakes with hot boiling mud. The mud is not uniform in its color, but instead is mixed with some unknown contaminants that have caused it to be stained with every color of the rainbow imaginable. It is a scalding, mad riot of color and vapor, and it stretches out for miles in front of you. Every few minutes here, the mud erupts, great geysers of steaming water pushing it into the air. It seems a dangerous place, but here and there you do see gaps, stone walkways that seem to avoid the worst of the nature's fury. Perhaps this place is traversable after all. And beyond the hot mud pools to the north is what can only be described as an underground jungle. It is not populated by fungus, but by greenery and trees. Faint light filters through the great opening in the top of the rift and casts the whole place in partial daylight. No doubt, this light is what allows the greenery to flourish and thrive down here. And yet, through the trees, though the trees might not seem that alien, there is also something profoundly unfamiliar about this whole forest in front of you. Every splash of green you can see, there are also sparks of bright cerulean, vivid vermilion, and electric yellow. From this distance, it is hard to make out anything too specific about the distant jungle, but even from here, you can discern that it is an alien place, no doubt full of strange wonders and unimaginable dangers. Still, you'll never discover the truth about the rift just sitting here on the ledge. You do find a natural stairway that winds down the cliff face to the floor of the rift. The stairway itself is broad and not too steep, slowing descending 20 feet to the plain below. It seems a new phase of your underground expedition has begun. I will reveal a little picture for you to get a hum of the jungle before you.
And session end.
Yes.
Fucking DM, I think you're trying too hard the cliffhanger.
Now, due west.
Roll initiative, and that's where we stop today.
Yeah.
What? Initiative? What?
Jungle
I feel like in some sort of like Asian grove here.
There's a bird!
There is a bird.
Well, maybe it's a statue or some
Is it the same
elves
kind of
lived.
bird as in Up?
You don't know.
It's a finger trap.
We put it here. You thought, you know.
It's a snipe.
Oh, the snipe.
Right.
And that's a snail.
I like the concept of that wonderful like flowing water. I imagine that doesn't go too far south.
Nope. It basically you see sort of rivers of water flowing from the jungle before you, sort of down into the boiling mud fields, and just starting to boiling and sputtering and turning into steam. You do also notice when you stand here on the ledge that the whole rift actually seems to sort of have a slow incline upwards to the north. You would guess that walking this jungle to the north would actually be walking uphill for miles and miles and miles.
Because that's not exhausting or anything.
It's not too steep. You probably wouldn't really notice it with every step you take, but when you do this for 40 miles or something, it's definitely going to add up.
Right, there's already enough natural hazards to slow me down the way it is. You have that slight incline, and that's it. I'm tapped.
Well,
Ghost-filled jungle with...
I'm gonna say that since there's no, mushrooms like we are used to, we aren't gonna run into those screakers or what they're called.
The shriekers.
Shriekers.
Yes, we'll run into horrible new things.
Are there actually
Yay.
like trees or like
Yes.
wood?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's
Actual
climb
real
trees.
wood?
Yes.
Oh
This is worth a
my!
lot.
You'll never
Quite
get
a lot.
dollar signs.
Riches,
in
yes.
Oh, the,
The sound of like
lumberjacks.
platinum pieces just like trickling down.
If she ever saw a surface ship, she would steal that thing immediately.
It's like, I need this.
Look at that! They built it of freaking gold.
Ah,
And then you show them like, yes, this obsidian like table I built.
That's right. The logging camps, if we could only afford the consumption to come out this far, would be legendary, Manukau.
He's gonna claim the path of walking madness. All those useful tiles, right?
Well, we gotta eventually get to that lake. that have the pure salt. We got to send the slaves out there on the boats.
Down into the boiling salt. Deadliest catch indeed. Just stick these nets down and fish it up. And sail in with it.
It's like, there's a lot of. We need a lot of people for our salt business. I don't know. Should we do it safer? I mean,
I imagine it's like one of those you use to cook fries in. What are they called?
Oh yeah, like
that's the kind of deep fryer. Yeah.
Fryer.